Hey everyone, it's Pixel and cheers to you, dude. Round of applause. You made it past 2020. Today is the final day of this year, which I'm sure a lot of people look back on with a lot of negative feelings and a lot of spite. But I myself, I have a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to 2020. For as disruptive as this year has been for me, and for as many terrible things as I've had to endure, I have a lot to be grateful for. I have a lot to be proud of in terms of how I've dealt with the hand that's been thrown my way. One true character comes out in the face of adversity, as the saying goes, and you know what? I can look back on 2020 with, I tried my best. I think that's the best way I can describe that's like my tagline for 2020. I tried my best. If you're anything like me, you look to the new year as an opportunity to better yourself. The New Year's resolution, as they call it. A chance to make a difference in your life. So yeah, I invite you guys to leave a comment with what you would like to change in 2021. What difference do you want to make? And next year we can have a look back at this video and see if we met those goals. For me, I just want to make some content I could look back on and be like, yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was well made or informative or funny or just like I had a good time making that. So yeah, for this video, I want to kind of have a brief rundown of all the stuff that I uploaded in 2020, and yeah, just kind of reflect on all the content that I uploaded. At the beginning of 2020, I was still in the middle of Death Stranding and Pokemon Sword and Shield. Those are long games, and I have mixed feelings about both of them. But for all that said there, I feel like there were some genuinely funny moments in both of those series, so like, I'm happy I saw them through to the end. Also, in January, Byleth came out. The final DLC fighter for Fighter Pass 1. Yeah, that's when we're still in Fighter Pass 1. They announced Fighter Pass 2, so it gave us something to look forward to. At the end of January too, I finished Life is Strange Before the Storm, after like a 2-year hiatus. Yeah, all because I saw a comment. Someone watched that playlist, and I just never got around to the 3rd episode. So I went back, and I played through the game twice so I could show off the best ending. And that game you can't skip dialogue, so it took forever. But I'm glad I did it. It was just kind of like tying up loose ends, and I had fun with it. Yeah, in February, that's when we started our Catherine full body playthrough. And I think it's been long enough. I think we should go back to the game, huh? Yeah, the thing about that game, it was multiple endings, but the first quarter of it, or the first half, is exactly the same. That's why I thought we should take such a long break in between our playthroughs. But I think it's about time we head back to that game. I love that game. Atlas claims every single video and blocks half of it in like Japan. There's really not much I could do about it, but I have a Patreon, so I don't give a shit. It just sucks for like people who can't watch it because Atlas feels like Japan can't see this for whatever reason. It's like a game from 2006 remade, whatever. But I genuinely enjoy playing it. I think it's really fun. And there's like a new mode we can play, so yeah, expect Catherine full body soon. Around that time, we played through Crisis Core, and that is a playthrough I'm so happy we did, because we played the remake later that year. Wow, that worked out perfectly. Did all the side content off camera. I showed off the super boss. I did everything I possibly could. Really happy I played through Crisis Core. Love that story, love Zack. I even love Genesis and his avant-garde weird ways of talking. Extremely happy I played through Crisis Core. It was around that time Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, and thank God for that game because that's when COVID really started becoming a big deal. And wow, that couldn't have been times better because people needed something to do while they were stuck at home. But yeah, thank God for Animal Crossing, we needed it. But yeah, a little bit later on, Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, and that probably takes the cake for my favorite playthrough, my favorite completed playthrough of 2020. I love that game. So extremely happy I played Crisis Core, especially with the ending. I love Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I can't wait for the next one. Yeah, really loved playing through that. Also in 2020, I had these little mini series of Smash Evolution for Mario and Kirby near the beginning, where I would start in like classic mode from N64 all the way up to Ultimate. Yeah, that's a fun little series. I think I'll continue on more in 2021. We also did the No More Heroes playthrough. Kind of regret doing it because the Switch port was announced, but at the same time, Yeah, really enjoyed that playthrough. It was a lot of fun. Love that game. Really quirky, really different. Pleasant surprise. Around June is when Min came out. So yeah, half a year in between Byleth and Min. That's how long the DLC took. So yeah, we did the Min stuff. On June 1st, my birthday, Xenoblade Chronicles came out. I've only made 6 videos on that so far because a lot has happened in between that and now. But I actually went back and revisited that series. So I watched it and I was really happy with how much work I did put into that. There's a lot of stuff to explain in that game, and I'm glad that I'm taking my time with it instead of rushing through. Yeah, ready to get back to that. And I know a lot of people are asking me about that. It'll happen very soon, I assure you. And yeah, I can't wait to get back to Xenoblade because that game is just so well made. A big reason why Xenoblade Chronicles went on hiatus was because around the time that came out, Last of Us 2 came out, and I overestimated my endurance in being able to juggle these 2 massive games next to each other. I tried, but with everything that was going on, I decided just to get through Last of Us Part 2 so I could get back to Xenoblade. And by the time The Last of Us Part 2 concluded, a family member of mine passed away, and that's pretty much took all the rest of 2020 away from me, having to deal with that. So yeah, that's another reason why Xenoblade is on hiatus. Yeah, Last of Us 2. Got a lot of problems with that game as well. I miss when games could come out and we could just enjoy them. Last of Us 2, best murder simulator I've ever played. Multiple stealth runs. That was mad fun. That was cool to watch. Happy with my gameplay in that. That's when everything just was falling apart for me in my life at that point, when I concluded that. Yeah, about halfway through the year is when my content really started kind of disappearing off your sub feeds because I was so busy. I did manage to do a Pokemon Snap playthrough. Really cozy little playthrough, 4 videos, 20 minutes each, just about. Got through the whole game, showed off all the Pokemon. Love that. Really happy with the Pokemon Snap playthrough. Did a top 10 of fighters I want in Smash Brothers, a little kind of higher quality content. Yeah, that was fun. It was a lot of work. People seemed to enjoy it. That was cool. Did a long play Banjo-Kazooie from beginning to end, the full game 100% on the Xbox 360. I got this from Patreon through a charity donation on eBay. So that was cool. I was really depressed when I was recording that, and it was not very fun for the first couple of worlds, but I started getting a little more happy a little bit later on, so yeah, that was cool. Silent Hill 2 in October. Worked so hard on that. That was probably some of the most work I put into anything all year. It's an old game, and I ratted it out. Got the best ending. Showed off a bunch of cool stuff. Loved that. Loved Silent Hill 2. Played on PS2 hardware. That was a great time. Proud of that. Very proud of my Silent Hill 2 run. Also during that time, it was Halloween Fest. Did the Death Road to Canada playthrough. That was awesome. Had fun with that. That was different. Did a couple of Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. Just a few, but they were funny. I swept a team of Ubers with a Greed Ent. That was great. And just for context, Steve came out in October as well. Sephiroth just recently came out in December. And throughout the year, I would upload Smash content here and there. So that was kind of all over the place as well. And I was trying like new series like Spectator Mode and Arena Lurking. And that was just small little videos. And those are fun. Smash is the game I just can't get away from. A new character comes out and my love for the game has returned. That's how it works. Just recently uploaded some Mortal Kombat stuff with Melina. And yeah, I've been getting more into Mortal Kombat, more into Persona. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to 2021. That's pretty much my whole year. Near the half of the year, I just kind of fell apart. But that's life, man. That's just how things go. All my prior engagements are finally done. I can finally get back to making content. And I'm going to try to make the most out of 2021. So yeah, this video's pretty much gone on for as long as I can. I have more stuff to talk about. But oh yeah, also we started the Pix Talk series in 2020 as well. The Mario Maker podcast mode without the Mario Maker. Essentially, that's pretty much what it is. I put a lot of work to like recording all these games and getting the right music and stuff. But you guys seem to really enjoy these, and I like making them too. So, yeah, that's about it. Final video of the year. Alright guys, well, cheers, happy New Year's. New series starting tomorrow.